One of the things that I wanted to talk about is this issue of succession.
Yeah.
Okay. And I know that, I mean, I'm getting older, we're all getting older, and there's an emerging generation of younger leaders that are rising up.
Yeah.
Talk about succession. How do you see it working? How do you see it? What is, and particularly in relationship to the concept of sustained revival, because that's one of the things you've spoken about a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how do you see those two working together?
Well, absolutely necessary, obviously. Who was it? Someone in church history I read, I forgot who said it now, success without a successor is not success at all. And so that's a huge thing in my heart. I was watching a documentary with my wife. My wife and I don't watch a lot of documentaries together. Actually, I was playing on my iPad while she was watching.
Exactly.
And when I turn the TV on, it's not to learn anything; it's to be entertained. So I'm playing with my iPad. She's sitting there watching this documentary, and this phrase came out of this documentary. It was about monarch butterflies, and this phrase came out that said, "multi-generational migration." And I stopped. And I put my iPad down. I said, what was that? We actually rewound. We listened to this thing. We watched it. Multi-generational migration. The monarch butterflies, there's like 200 million of them in Mexico. And they migrate to Canada. But it takes 4 generations to get there.
Yeah.
And then it takes 4 generations to get back. And it hit me that none of us are going to be able to complete our assignment in our generation, but we have to so put into the DNA of each following generation the sense of purpose, commission, the direction, the intent of God on the earth has to be instilled in the hearts of a generation. And then relationally figure out how to apply that. But that thing just really burned in me when I heard it. And I knew that was the word I needed for this next season. That it's not just, my children, which they're all in place, but it's my grandchildren, it's their children. It's this multi-generational thing that God is wanting to do something so significant in the earth that not one generation can see it happen.
Wow.
And so that means that we honor and ride out the momentum of a previous generation.
Right.
I don't honor my dad, for example, my grandparents. I don't honor them because I don't honor them by building monuments to what they did. I honor them by going where they didn't have time to go. Carrying the momentum, they paid a price. I honor them by going where they didn't have time to go. And my children the same, grandchildren.
Yeah, I think Dutch Sheets coined a phrase, the synergy of generations.
Wow.
And that's kind of like the last few verses of Hebrews 11, talks about these guys didn't get it done, but they were looking forward. And, I remember going to Florence and touring this amazing building called the Duomo, and that it was actually those who laid the foundations were not there to see the completed dome. It's like, how does that happen? It's like we're such an instant society. It's hard for us to think of that. But I was actually thinking about Genesis, chapter 1, verse 28, where God is giving the prime directive to Adam and Eve. And the third issue, be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth. There's only one way of doing that when you start with one couple, and that's through 1,000 generations.